Livestock News, brought to you by Santa Fe Trail Meats in Overbrook, or visit us online at sftmeats.com.
Good morning and welcome to the show. We're at Premier Farm and Home. Chad, is cooling off.
Yes, it is.
Leaves are starting to turn a different color. We need to prepare for fall.
Okay.
What's our first step in ensuring that our barns and our areas are ready for fall?
You know, a lot of times we have to think about all the stuff that we need to do in the fall to get ready for winter. That goes for your animals' condition, to making sure your water heaters are working, to making sure your water lines aren't going to freeze. You know, those kinds of things are important. And that's kind of the basic thing. Getting ready for fall is getting those things, just a quick check over of the things that you know you're going to need for winter and get those in order.
Now, we're going to feed differently in the fall than we do in the summer. We've talked about that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Throughout the summer. We're bringing cattle in off pasture.
Right.
And what are we going to feed them?
A lot of times hay is going to be our primary thing. We're going to rotate. Our cow-calf guys are going to go into hay. Feedlot guys will have a different strategy. A lot of times we'll be talking about supplementing that hay with commodity blends. Because of the increase in corn and the increase in commodities, we're seeing a lot of alternative things start up, especially in the cow market. Things like tubs and those side of things are starting to pencil in a little bit better with high commodity prices.
Horses, what are we going to do different there?
Horses, it's important that we track their condition, and we want to build their condition going into fall. So if they're skinny, fix it now. It's feed me now or feed me way more later.
Right.
It's hard to fix a problem late in the year, especially with horses. So just make sure that they're on a good diet that's balanced, feeding them as good a quality hay as you can. I know hay is in short supply this year with the drought that's going on in south. We're seeing a lot of hay just shipped out down there. So you know, get your hay supply all ready to go and get it committed to it. Pay the guy if you have to. Get it locked in so that way we're not sitting there short wondering what we're going to feed them in the wintertime.
Now let's talk about hay, because we talked about this on several times throughout the summer. Brome fields, some were really good.
Right.
Some were extremely poor.
Some,
and some not at all.
Some not at all, exactly, yeah.
So we go to buy our hay, we want to break open a bale?
We do. Even more so, it's just securing it. Right now, they are sending literally any and everything they can to Oklahoma and Texas and those areas that have just been riddled with drought, and there's no forage, and they'll pay whatever price. So almost it's, yes, quality is important, but having something to eat is even better, you know. Okay. So make sure that you're able to secure a source. A decent source can always be supplemented. We can always correct a poor quality one. If we're looking for good quality, it should just have a fresh, bright look to it, not smell musty or old, not have any, you know, kind of any dampness to it, that sort of thing. But a nice, clean, bright hay is easy enough. Break open a bale and feed it to them. That's a great idea. You know, here while the grass is short in summer, you can put a bale out, see how they eat it, and get a good idea of what kind of quality you're going to get on the rest of your load.
And last year, probably a little later into the fall, we talked about rodent management. Is now the time to get those baits out? Yeah,
we're getting close. What you're going to see is, you know, farmers are going to bring in, you know, their seed wheat and that kind of stuff before they get ready to plant. They're going to start storing grain. They're going to start bringing all these things close to the barn, and the temperature is going to start falling. All a mix of food and everything is going to be inside. That's where the rodents are going to want to be, to put that bait out early and prevent that from getting a problem, because once you have a problem, it's hard to correct. But some bait stations with some rodenticide in there can really help curb that problem before it starts.
And again, if you have any questions about what we've talked about today, haycow.com.
Yeah, HeyCow's got a lot of information. Yeah.
And I think that's it. That kind of brings us up to speed for the fall.
All right. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
It's good to see you.
All right. We'll see you guys down the way. Thank you.